let's start this video again, okay? Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a long time, I know, and I have a good reason. I have a lot of good reasons actually that I'm going to share with you guys over the course of the next few weeks, and I hope you guys will just forgive me for how long I've been away. Unfortunately, I had a very busy couple of months, and so it didn't make sense to me to be putting out content when I had other things in the background that I needed to sort out. That's the major reason why I stayed away from YouTube for so long. But now I'm back, and I told myself that this time I'm not gonna take that long anymore to come back. It's been 6 months, guys. 6 months. That's a really long time. That's too long to stay away from something that you claim to love, you know. So I know that. So again, I'm sorry, and yeah, I hope you guys stick it out with me. Thank you so much for all the people that actually kept subscribing even though I've been away for so long. Really, it meant a lot to me. Thank you so much. And for all the people that reached out to me on Instagram to ask how I was and to just check up on me, or to ask me questions about CBT or Osce or the nursing process. Thank you so much. I see you guys and I really appreciate it. It shows that what I did made sense. Anyway, let's just go ahead with this video. So I'm gonna be laying this week and hoping for the best. This is the second trial and I'm gonna try to do it right this time. First time I don't even know what I was doing, honestly. I was just doing things. But hopefully this time it works out fine. So first thing I'm gonna do is take out my ear. There are two main reasons why I'm actually doing this wig myself. Number one, there's no one in Cornwall that I know that does wigs, and so I have to do it myself basically. But number two, which is the most important reason, is that I have realized that every single person that does their own hair or does their own makeup actually did it because they practiced. They didn't just become experts in one day. They started and they perfected their craft. So if they can do it, why can't I? You know, that's the motivation for this, and that's why I try to do these things myself. I'm gonna be doing my makeup myself. I'm gonna be doing my hair myself. I try to get all the products that I need to do my hair, and hopefully it turns out okay. So why have I been away for so long? Short answer, I had to prepare for my Osce exam. That's the nursing qualification exam. And guys, I had to take it seriously because I didn't want to write it a second time. I didn't want to write it a third time or anything. I just wanted to write it once and be done with it. And honestly, the way I had heard people talk about it, I was really panicking. Like, at first I was like, oh, it's fine, you know. It's like, it's the usual nursing practice that you know. But in an exam situation, the assessors, especially this exam, the assessors are very particular about details. And in my set, they increased the amount of skills we needed to know. They increased the amount of professional values and the evidence-based practices that we needed to know. So I had more information to learn in a little amount of time. I was only given 5 days before my exam to study, so I was panicking. So anytime I got off before the exam, I was studying. So it was really affecting my mental health, and plus the fact that I felt very lonely. So preparing for my exam was really tedious. I just want to say, like, I have the most amazing colleagues. So the people that I came with, the batch that I came with, they're mostly Filipinos. There are 3 Indians, all Filipinos, and then I'm the only African and the only Nigerian. Altogether we are 11, right? But I never felt like I was the only African among them, and I never felt like I was, I don't know, secluded. I was the youngest, number one, the only African, and yeah, everyone just made me feel very welcome. And even during the practice, like, they would call me, oh, Dorcas, do you want to practice? We would just help each other, really. Like, we would assess each other. Basically, somebody else would be a patient, one person would be the assessor, and the other person would be the student. And we did that over and over again. And so on the day of our exam, the hospital rented a bus to come pick us up. So we went, I wrote my exam in Leeds University. On the day we got there, we went to a Filipino restaurant in Leeds. We had amazing food, guys. Throughout the night before my exam, I didn't study. I didn't want to study because I didn't want to make myself panic. Everyone was nervous and we just prayed together and everything. And then we went and we wrote our exam. And oh my god, I was so nervous. My hands were cold and freezing. I had my procedures. for all my procedures, I had much more time, because when I was practicing, I always made sure that I had like 5 minutes left, 2 minutes left on my timer before I finished my procedure. So I had so much time like to do all my procedures completely. But there was one that just kicked me off. I called my partner and I just cried on the phone, and I just cried for days. I was just crying. I was like, oh my god, I think I messed up. I was so nervous, like, oh my god. Okay, so I did my exam on the 4th of January, right? And usually the results are supposed to come out the next day. Like for people in other batches, they usually said, oh, we got our results on our way back home, or we got our results the next day. But ours, second day no result, third day no result. I was losing my mind. Like I was sick. Guys, it was horrible for me. I struggled so much. Anyway, 1 week later, I received an email saying, I passed. Guys, I passed my Osce on the first try. That was just, honestly, right? That was just the break I needed. I was so pumped. I was like, I'm finally gonna go back to YouTube. I'm finally gonna do this. I was like very, very agile. Oh, yeah. I'm exhausted. After the exam, I was happy. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take myself on a holiday. Because I deserve it. I passed my exam, so I'm gonna treat myself to a holiday. Immediately I took my phone and I booked a flight to Cyprus. I was gonna surprise my best friend, my partner, and my friends in Cyprus. I had everything planned. I packed my things in the morning and I was gonna go on that trip. Guys, you'd have to watch the next video next week to see how the story went. It was a disaster. But don't take my word for it. Wait next week and you'll see exactly how it went. I'm really surprised it turned out this nice. I didn't have any expectations whatsoever of the hair, so the fact that it came out like this, I am very proud of myself. So this is your motivation to go do the things that you think you cannot do. Bye guys.